Alright, so back to this. Yeah, so in case you didn't know, in the previous part, I ended up fixing the issue involving just Natsuki's dad not having a sprite or character model. The issue was I never downloaded it to begin with, so I did that and we were able to make it past all the scenes, right? This is not literally a scene with Natsuki's dad on the right, so obviously it's fixed. And just saying, we're on the good ending, right? I mean, it's fixing up to be the good ending. But, however, the reason why I saved in the previous part was because we actually got an interaction with Sayori after the whole Natsuki's dad incident, and there were already red flags on her. So I figured, okay, maybe the ending is more drawn out than I thought, because obviously if Sayori still has issues, the MC will need to deal with them. Granted, the mod just may completely ignore it, right? I mean, we're on Natsuki's route. So, but the MC, he even himself said, he's like, that was a very weird interaction. It almost seemed like she was like putting on a facade or whatnot, or it was almost as if she was, you know, completely different. Like, basically just base red flag stuff involving Sayori, right? That the mod may or may not touch on if this ending is really drawn out. Because that's what I figured. As soon as I saw that interaction with Sayori and how it went, I was thinking, okay, maybe the mod isn't going to end right here, but instead goes on longer and actually maybe deals with Sayori's issues. Maybe. Unlikely, but maybe. And also, another thing I want to say is, there was a song earlier in the, okay, there, I couldn't hear anything. There was a song earlier that I'm pretty sure was the reason why the mod got copyright banned. Because, in case you don't know, this mod's copyright banned, right? As soon as I started playing it, it got banned from, like, the DDLC mod subreddit. And this is, like, the third time in a row that's happened. It happened with Exit Music and Cole this summer, too. I played those two mods, and then they immediately got banned, right? So, yeah, I mean, yeah. And it's now happened into this. So, obviously, one, there's that. And two, like, let's look at the MC's interaction with Sayori. What did she say? He's like, look, she's like, yeah, what did he even say, right? Her mood shifts so quickly, and he's like, and Natsuki's even like, that was weird. And then the MC's like, yeah, she's always like that. That's a pretty big red flag, right? I mean, it's like general Sayori red flag stuff. But again, the mod route may deal with it, but we have to take into consideration, you know, this is Natsuki's route, and is presumably concluding. So, yeah, I mean, maybe, maybe not. That's why I ended the previous part where I did just in case it did or whatnot. And I now realize this will make me 8 parts backed up in terms of uploading, but I'll get 4 tonight and 4 tomorrow. So, yeah, I guess we'll just see what happens. But I mean, yeah, just this red flag Sayori stuff, I stopped thinking, okay, maybe the mod deals with it. But that's a toss-up, right? The mod could draw itself on, or Natsuki's route could draw itself on, or it could just conclude ignoring Sayori's problems. We don't know. Again, it's Natsuki's route, so we don't know. Let's see, alright, but this better be good. Trust me, it'll be great. I stay on my bed. I forget how long it's been since I've seen it. It's a group text with Monica and Yuri. What about Sayori? Or is it just us 3, MC, Monica, and Yuri? Or is it everyone? How goes it with you two? Okay, so it's literally just Monica, Yuri, and the MC. Very funny, Monica. We're doing great. Are you feeling it better, MC? Okay, Yuri's actually asking productive questions. And noticeably, Sayori's not a part of this, right? It's more of just an annoying pain now. Thanks for asking. Yeah, he was literally shot 3 times. In case you didn't see the previous part, the MC got clapped by Natsuki's dad 3 times. Like, he got shot in what? It was the right kneecap, the gut, and the right hand. So, like, hopefully the MC's a lefty. Well, we were just checking in, but we're expected to be back at school Monday. Alright, and Sayori, all good things must come to an end. Time off from school. See you Monday. See you then. I don't really care about anything going on besides Sayori. And the question of being, okay, will the mod draw itself on to solve Sayori's issues despite being Natsuki's route? That's a toss-up. Place my phone on the nightstand. Look over at my desk. A lone sheet of paper lies on it. Because again, I feel like that's a better way to put it, because I kind of danced around the point earlier, but still. I didn't put that there. So then what was the paper? Was it by Natsuki or Sayori? That's the question, right? Because Sayori wasn't at the MC's house. It was only the MC and Natsuki. I elbow over to the desk and pick it up. It's blank. Weird. Might as well put it to use. Are you sure it's blank? I grab a pen and begin to write. I'm like, are you sure it's blank? Why would there be a blank piece of paper there? Like, MC. I'm snapped out of my trance of writing. My phone tells me I've been up here for an hour. You sure? Jesus, what was she doing? No clue. Coming. I hoist myself onto my crutches and carefully make my way downstairs, because obviously he's crippled now. He literally lost a finger. Where are you? Kitchen. Why there? And? Smells of a bakery hit me pleasantly. Because we know, well, actually very early on in the week, they went shopping at like, and I don't even remember what day it was, like a bakery store, whatever you call it. It's about time you made it. Did you make something? She holds out a tray of cupcakes. Okay, that's why it took an hour. Damn, those look good. He was just completely unaware of this the whole time. You certainly know a way to a man's heart food. Just show up and take one. I comply with no objection. Also, I told the story before of how I baked cupcakes in the dorm basement with 0 cupcake wrapping, and it succeeded. So, actually, I don't even know why I brought that up. I just keep thinking of that every time. Okay, chill. Like, Natsuki, this may be the best food I've ever had. That's what you get for knowing a pro. I enjoyed it in silence until a big question pops into my head. Hey, I have an important question. What is it? What's the question? What now? You're free. Where will you go? It's not like she's making money. I mean, I would assume she needs to crash at the MC's place for a while. Like, I feel like she needs to finish high school, right? So, she'll crash at the MC's place at least until then. Actually, I was going to ask about that. Can I? No. I'm like, I didn't finish. You want to stay here? Okay, well you can, anytime. She once again embraces me, forcing the cupcake out of my hand to the floor. 5-second rule. Thank you so much. Oh, that was something on Sayori's route. My cupcake. Suck it up. It's 1 out of what? 6? That's 1/6 of the cupcake gone. Or out of all the cupcakes, right? Take on a very sarcastic tone. My focus stays on the fallen cupcake. My day is ruined. You are so dramatic. I really don't care about this. All I care is about, okay, what now with what's gonna happen to Sayori? That shut you up. I guess that works as compensation. She rolls her eyes and smiles. You're so ridiculous. I know, and you love it, don't you? Shut up. Like, I never thought I'd see a soft side of you, Natsuki. I can still beat your ass if I have to, because we're a literal cripple. Like, the MC's literally crippled. But I'm at a disadvantage. Life isn't fair, I would know. She's literally gonna beat a cripple. Damn, she got you there. How about no fight, but instead we go out? We haven't done that yet. That would be fun. Let's do it. Let's go then. Okay, where are they going? Still, where are we going? I don't care. I really don't care about any of this right now. The only thing I care about is, okay, what's happening with Sayori? Like, what's going to happen with Sayori? Because the mod's still going on. Because I figured, okay, is it going to end or what? I figure, okay, that's the dilemma. Does the mod drag on to deal with Sayori's issues, despite it being a Natsuki route, right? I had trouble putting it into words at the start of the video, but that's basically the question. And I mean, the mod's still going, but again, no word of Sayori, right? You'll see, come on. See, we stopped in front of them. Okay, why are we here? I owe you an art one. The last one gave its life bravely. You read through that volume. Like, why buy it again? I don't think they wonder about its durability. Well, come on, it doesn't change the fact I owe you one. I'm pretty sure you could try and exchange it. Like, if you let's put it this way. You hobble into a store with crutches, like with noticeable wounds, and you give them the manga, right, with a bullet hole in it, and be like, oh, can I exchange it? What are they gonna do? Say no? Like, I mean, he could probably just exchange it, right? Be like, she follows me to the shelves, and I pull out the destroyed copy. Do you see an R1 of these? Yep, top shelf. Okay. She can't get it. I barely contain my laughter. Well, it's not like the MC can help because he's literally crippled now. I burst out laughing. Stop. Let's see, I'm sorry. That's like, the MC can't do anything this time because he's actually crippled. I'll get it. I reach up with a crutch and inch into the edge. I'm still chuckling myself. Catch it on 3. She raises herself. 1, 2, 5. She manages to hang on to the manga. Got it. Nice. Let's go. I go up and pay for a copy and we leave the store. I guess I'd rather keep, like, a bullet-hole copy of something, like, if it saved my life. Like, I wouldn't trade it. But, I mean, I was just saying that was a possibility. We never finished that, you know. I think I know a place where he can. Where? She walks down the sidewalk, we're literally crippled. Wait up. I move as fast as the crutches let me. He's gonna, like, faceplant. Okay, the beach. Damn, that was far. We know this is literally 4 miles from the MC's house. I'm struggling to catch my breath. Can't handle it? Yeah, he's literally crippled. I know, I'm just messing with you. This is the place. Look around the vacant beach. Have we never been here in Natsuki's route? I think that's very interesting. Also, it feels as though Natsuki's route is a lot shorter than the others. It may just be because I'm doing doubles, right? Like I'm recording 2 segments a day as opposed to 1. But I think it's because I know this sequence happens like Thursday, so we get a lot less actual time with Natsuki. Because it, like, you obviously spend time with Natsuki, but then it immediately goes into that sequence, so I don't know. This is beautiful. But we still have no clue how much more mod there is. Obviously we're on the good ending, but she plops down to the soft sand. I ease my way down to her. She looks at me steadily. Her eyes are filled with gratitude. MC. I still can't believe it. Believe what? I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I mean, not necessarily. Because here's the thing, right? If the MC just never existed, Natsuki's dad would never take her to the other city because, you know, MC wouldn't, like, he was sort of the, what was it called? He was the, I can't think of the term for it, I hate this, but he was sort of the reason why. So, granted, she would still be stuck in her shitty life, but she would still be able to, like, actually go to school and visit the beach. So, that's not necessarily. To think I could be anywhere in the world right now. Hey, you're here now. It's what hey, you can't necessarily go anywhere in the world. She's very limited when it comes to funds. I could be anywhere without you. Living a terrible life. I mean, look at it this way. We can go anywhere now. Anywhere. Cool whip. It's like, Stewie Griffin. Because I'm with you to the end. She blushes. I'm like, what was that page turn? I look down at the pound. She nudges me to get my attention. The sun reflects off the water and hits her face perfectly. MC, I want to go wherever you go. And, I mean, he's also very limited in where he can go, just physically right now, right? I'm yours. Let's see, I suddenly feel a feeling of completion. You are my everything. What about Sayori, though? I'm just throwing that out there, right? Good endings don't generally happen with, you know, another person not being in a good state. Like the Monica route good ending, Yuri and Natsuki fell out of the picture, but it wasn't obvious, you know, they had issues. The Yuri route good ending, everything's good, right? Like everyone actually has stayed together. With the Sayori route good ending, same deal. Everyone stayed together, right? But if the mod's gonna end here, there's still like Sayori's not in that great of a position. And nothing will ever change that. She kisses me lightly and focuses back on the manga. We held close together like before, the wind blowing slightly. She lies around my shoulder. I hold her close. Love you, MC. Love you too, Natsuki. Is it actually gonna end here? Oh my god. There's unfinished business. Oh my god. At least we know we got the good ending first. I was so... Okay. I lost my, what is it? Pencil? Because I keep track of the endings. I've said that. Like, I have written down the 8 endings I've achieved so far. So it seems like the only route where I didn't get the good ending was Sayori's route. Or at least the good ending first, right? Okay, let's actually see this first. Natsuki, I know he was just a rock in the road to you. He hurt you over and over again. I didn't think about the pain he caused me. I'm just glad I found you in time. I want you in my arms till my last breath. Obviously referring to her father, right? So, her hero ending. Okay. And that's obviously the good ending, right? I don't... Granted, Sayori, I mean... I was wondering about Sayori, like, it doesn't seem as though she's in the best position, right? Okay, so let's go over the... Actually, no, I might as well just save that, but at least I can mention this. For the Monica route, I guess the good ending first try, well, it's not even first try, right? It's, you either guess it or you don't. In the Yuri route, I guess the good ending. Sayori route, I failed to do so. I guess the bad ending. And in Natsuki's route, I guess the good ending. Glad to see, okay, the decision I made was right. And this all stems from going back to Monica and Yuri, right? So, I'm glad I put Natsuki's, I'm glad I took a step back and sort of try it and look to fix the Natsuki's dad situation as opposed to just power through and ignore all his scenes, right? Glad I realized that, oh wait, I don't even have, like, his image file or whatnot, so, yeah, I mean... Let's see. So yeah, and obviously Natsuki's route only has 2 endings, because that was the 9th ending. It's a good and a bad ending, just like Actually, because Yuri's route has a set good and bad ending. Monika's route, it has a bad ending from 2 different perspectives, but it counts as like 2 endings. Is it supposed to... Okay, yeah, I need to manually progress it. I keep forgetting that, right? So... Okay, let's see. There we go. 9 out of 10 endings. I wonder if I can get the, I don't think I'll be able to get the bad ending in this part, right? Because we know the bad ending is obviously... Okay, it's actually not here. Hold on. I just want to see, right? I just want to see. Because I clicked top looking for Natsuki. Okay, yeah, it's looking for Natsuki regardless. So, now we know... Okay, so that was her hero ending, which is obviously a Natsuki route good ending. I'm glad that I guessed that. Because I clicked get Monika and Yuri, and that's what led to the good ending. I'm salty because on Sayori's route, I'll bring it back to here. On Sayori's route... I clicked see a doctor thinking that was the good ending. That was not, in fact, the case. So, yeah, so I'm 3 for 4 in terms of guessing the good endings. But now we just gotta see what the bad ending is. I think this is gonna be some stupid, like, this is actually just gonna be, like, a stupid, like, I don't know, action on the part of the MC. But we'll need to see it to get, the bad ending, right? We need to see what happens next. Chapter 5, Crisis at the Heart. Okay, so... Also, hold on. So, before we even get into this, let's say what this bad ending will entail. I think it obviously entails Natsuki dies. Maybe even the MC dies. We know that that's happened on Yuri's route and also on Sayori's route, right? In every single route bad ending, some person has died. Monika's route bad ending, the MC died. Yuri's route bad ending, both MC and Yuri dies. Sayori route bad ending, either just Sayori dies or both Sayori and the MC. So I think... It's very plausible on this ending Natsuki and the MC dies. Maybe potentially Natsuki's dad or Sayori's as well. This ending is the most potential for death. So we'll just need to see what happens then. I turn to the maps and find a worker. My hand slammed down the counter with great force. Impatience is evident. Why is the MC such an ass? Where the hell is that train going? Like, I swear to God, I hope he gets beat. Like, I mean, he's obviously dealing with an issue, situation, or crisis. But everyone else has a life. Like... The world doesn't revolve around the MC. If it was a world-ending event, yes, but no. It's an event that involves 3 people. So, I mean, the worker jumps, startled. What? You heard me. Where's that train going? He turns to the computer, starts typing. I'm like, what train? Like, eventually he shows me a virtual map. It's headed here. He points to a city that's far from home, at least 100 miles. Because we know... It took the train an hour, right, to get to the other city from the good route, right? Or the good ending route, right? Or I should just say good route, because it's not technically the ending. But we know or I guess now that we have this information on the bad route, we know it's actually extremely far away. When's the next train there? 3 hours, sir. Damn it. I slammed the counter again, turned away from the counter. Like, chill. Like, I mean, this worker didn't do anything to him. Like, he's just trying to, like, do his job. Thanks. I actually hate the MC. I hope he dies in this route now. Anger and impatience pushes me out of the station. I hope he actually dies. Like, I hope he dies in this bad ending. I've got to find another way there. He's not going to find another way there. Just wait the 3 hours. Like, it's even if he could find another way there, would it be faster than a train? It takes a while to drive 100 hours. I mean... Especially if in, like, traffic. If it's, like, okay, if it's, like, a rural, completely, like, abandoned or, like, empty road, you can push it probably to around an hour. But still, that's implying that, you don't really stop. You don't even stop once, right? I don't even know why I'm talking about that. Like, there's no other option here. Like, I don't understand what the MC is trying to do. There's no more really efficient option, or option that's that much more efficient than waiting 3 hours for the train. Because the train, we know it took an hour to get there, right? And I said you could drive there in an hour. Yeah, without traffic, and assuming you even have a car. Like, we know the characters actually don't have a car, right? They don't have a ride. So, looking at it, he can get there in 4 hours. He can get there in 4 hours if he takes the train. In 4 hours over 100 miles. So, unless somehow he can get there in under 4 hours by an alternative mean, there's no, like, I don't understand. Like, why would you not just wait the 3 hours? If anything, take that time to prepare. Maya finds a bus stop. I feel a small sense of relief. I guarantee he gets lost and dies. It's not ideal, but it's faster than walking. Would a bus really get there in under 4 hours? Maybe. But that's assuming A, not only it gets there, and B, that the MC has the money to pay for a 100-mile bus fare. Like, I mean, there's just... Okay, if the city were like, let's say, less than 50 miles away, or maybe, I'd say even closer to 30 or 20, right? I mean, if the city were shorter than, you know, significantly, if it were shorter than 100 miles, like, okay, he can consider our options, but as of now, really, like, the only thing you can really do is wait for the 3 hours, and that's, like, from a rational standpoint, right? Like, if this situation happens to you in real life, you gotta be like, okay, 100 miles away in about 4 or 5 hours, assuming the train's slightly slower, is there anything that can beat that? Not really, so... Let's see, the bus cold and empty. The vacancy reminds me of her. He's literally not, like, does he have the money to pay for a 100-mile bus fare? Like, after multiple stops in billing frustration. Damn, this looks a lot like home. Because this is actually where they are city. He paid a $100 bus fare. Like, really. And it got there quicker. Because buses aren't exactly the quickest, right? Nor does it take the most efficient route. And somehow it got there quicker than, okay, so... Ignoring that, the main issue here is that, okay, Monica and Yuri aren't here like they were when we go grab Monica and Yuri, right? I mean, like, so, obviously they're not here. That's the first issue. So, and I guess, yeah, that's really the main issue. That's the main difference between this round and the other. The MC still got here. The difference is whether it was with Monica and Yuri or just by himself. No time to waste. I start down the street with the fire in my soul. I will find you. How? He's literally in a city. Like, look at this background. How is he supposed to find an individual person? Let's say he's in any one of these buildings. How would the MC know? I mean, I'm dodging people like mad. My eyes scanning for the pink hair. He's not going to find it. Come on, you have to be here somewhere. A great deal of force hits you from the side. I'm on the ground. Because here's the thing. This is actually the same exact interaction in the, previous one, right? Or in the Monica and Yuri. Give one click, pick that option, right? Well, that's just pleasant. Christ, now what? Monica, where are you, MC? You never came home. Shit, I forgot about that. Wow, genius. I followed the train to its destination. Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, he can't take it back now. I'm not letting her slip away from me again. But what's your plan? Do you have a plan? It's a good point. Of course, find her. Genius. MC, it's not a plan. Also, Yuri and I feel helpless at this point. A feeling of guilt starts to creep into my soul. I just left them. He did. Text, call, do anything to contact her. Let me know what you get. MC, it seems a little useless at this point. Because we know he's reached out to her and he hasn't even gotten a response or reply, right? We know she actually hasn't replied to him ever since, you know, they got on the train to begin with. So this is like, again, this is a mute point. Just do it, please. This is what, like, I mean, I wouldn't support this. Like, just, if I were in Monica or Yuri's position, I'm like, this guy's an idiot. Like, he has zero plan, like, going hot-headed into this. It's better, you know, that you actually come up with a plan, and that's exactly what happens in this round, like I said. But, you know, MCU will do what he does. Alright, we'll do it. Just be careful. We'll do. Yeah, they're not going to get any contact from Natsuki. We know this. I dropped my phone back into my pocket and refocused on the world around me. It's been 3 hours and no sign of her. Shit. Outside, I can see his sun slowly going down. In my mind, the thought of leaving starts to surface. He has literally zero money. He would need to pay for a bus fare back. Also, what was his plan, right? Just wander around in city and hope you can find 2 individual people? I can't leave. Not now. Okay, cold winds hit like trains. I'm freezing. She won't give up on you. He's actually dying. Despite my legs nearly freezing, something keeps me walking down the streets. This is actually a full retard move. Like, this is a retarded move. Like... Okay, because here's the issue, right? I mean, at least in the other part, the MC went back to go grab Monica and Yuri and go to the city, right? They still didn't really have a plan, but at least that increases their numbers 3 times, right? And they actually do, like, coincidentally manage to find Natsuki's dad. But the MC on his own in a city looking for a single individual, like, that's stupid. I mean, just throwing that out there. Oh, this is a new custom background. Hold on. That's a screenshot, right? Yeah, this is actually really good. We haven't seen this. So, there's a lot of custom backgrounds in this game that only show up once. like once or twice maybe. Like there's a lot of custom backgrounds that are like that. It's actually really interesting. Sparking is bare. Not even animals can be seen. Fatigue starts to present itself. Not now. Damn it, I need sleep. Yeah, you do need to sleep. But where do I go? The bench? Somehow my mind sees it sensible to sleep in public. Where else would he go? What choice do you have? You don't have hardly any money left. He literally spent all his money on a 100-mile bus fare. I feel my body shine down. I barely make it to a clear now sight. This will have to do. Shivering and swearing, I slowly fall asleep on the grass. Wow, genius. The subconscious is gonna be like, I can feel your hope fading. The subconscious is like, you're such a genius. Like, this is a genius play. You're letting this get to your heart. Is it love? Or is it a fear of the truth? Either way, you're freezing your ass off in a place you've never been to. Like, the subconscious is like the bearer of like rationality at this point. Good luck. And just go with this last bit. Always prepare for the worst. So, because here's the issue, right? We know that ultimate... Because here's the thing. This is actually really interesting. Because we know that the MC, Monica, and Yuri actually find Natsuki by the end of the day. We know they find Natsuki by the end of the day. That didn't happen now. So, the MC is actually in a worse off position. They've already found Natsuki in the other choice, but not in this one, right? Let's see. Oh, MC's dead. The sun pierces through trees. I'm blinded. I'm like, I can't see. Just one day where this doesn't happen. I stick up a hand to shield my eyes. My sight eventually returns. The sun's barely above the horizon. Okay, we're using this custom background again. Alright, back to this. Look down my phone. See 5 texts from Monica and Yuri. I didn't tell him I wasn't coming home. Okay, yeah, because we remember in the... When he goes to talk to Yuri and Monica, they actually get on the train, right? So they take the train. And then ultimately, Monica and Yuri both buy round-trip tickets. The MC only buys one way. He's like, damn it, I'm too poor. MC, where are you? We understand you're looking for her, but you've been there over a day. I'll say, we've become very worried. It's not like you to drop out without warning. Just get to us as soon as you can. Another wave of guilt crashes down on me. Do they really worry? He's like, wow, like, people actually care about me? Like, you know, am I that important? We know he's that important to Sayori. Hasn't recognized it, though. I start to type a response. I stayed the night here. I'm sorry I didn't tell you all sooner. I'm sorry if I worried you both. Oh, well, at least you're all right. I haven't found her. He's like, I haven't eaten. I slept in public. I'm dying. Like, things aren't so great on the home front either. Sayori doesn't know where you are. Okay, yeah, because that's true. Sayori's the only one who's sort of out of the loop involving everything, right? And we know how much she cares about the MC. That's what I was saying. It's actually possible Sayori may die on the bad ending, right? I said this ending, this route certainly has the most potential for, like, death, right? You didn't tell her? She won't let me. What? Damn it, I hope this won't happen. He's like, wow, the one person who Monica's been telling me I need to reach out to, I didn't, and now they're in a bad position. Because, let's note, like, for the entirety of this route, Monica's been telling the MC to reach out to Sayori. She's like, oh, I can't get to Sayori, you need to talk to her. And he just straight up hasn't been doing that. I'll be home today, I've just gotta look again. Just stay safe, MC. We can't lose you too. Because we actually know that they would have found Natsuki by now. By clicking this the bomb option, get Monica and Yuri, they find Natsuki by the evening. Reading that reminds me we've already lost someone. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Wait, what? We can't lose you too. Who'd they lose? Okay, yeah, Natsuki. I was like referring. I'm like, wait, what? Oh no, they're just referring because Natsuki's still missing. Will I? I get up and look around. Not many people are to be seen. No pink. He's searching an entire city for an individual with 0 prior information. Like, I don't know. My body aches from sleeping on the ground. I best not do that again. It's actually not too bad, as long as you have a sleeping mat, that is. But he obviously didn't, right? 0 preparation. Where else can I go? This place seems to have the same layout as home. It's like, it's actually the exact same place. I guess neighborhoods, maybe even the woods. Because we know, actually, yeah, because I was about to say, this is the same custom background that they used for where Natsuki's dad was, right? So, the midday breeze doesn't relieve me of any stress or pain. My heart aches greatly. You gotta be here somewhere. The streets are still pretty bare. Few people are out and about today. Hours and hours of searching lead to no success. I ignored dog, I think you should pick up the text. That is absolutely retarded. Why would you not pick up the text? Literally, it takes 5 seconds to pull out a phone. I don't even know. We know this is the bad route, right? So, no real worries. I guess the good route. You know, I'm going to transition here, so, yep. Oh, I wonder what then. Okay, that's actually from here now outside, but yep. See you in the next one.